Hey everybody, welcome to this video. David here. So today we're talking about two different types of alignment. Alignment with your broader self, with your consciousness, your soul, and then the alignment with your beliefs and ideas and expectations to create the things that you want within your physical life. Both are absolutely essential to success. So let's have a look at both of those in the video. Okay, welcome back. So there are two types of alignment that I want to talk about. The first one is all about alignment with your purpose, because if you're going against that, creating the events that you want in your life is going to be very difficult. And the second one is all about alignment with your beliefs, desires, and expectations. And there's a key area there that I want to share with you, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So if we have a think about what we're doing here, and that's really important, it's very, very difficult to be in alignment with your goals, with physical reality, if you're out of alignment with your consciousness, with what you're here for. So let's explore that a little bit. So the first thing to think about is that there really is an alignment to your purpose. And in order to understand that, you've got to think about context. What is it that I'm doing here? And what is this place? And that's really, really key. So in order to get an alignment with your broader nature, I suggest that you begin to accept completely and totally that this is not a physical environment. You're not here to learn about being physical in the traditional sense that it is. You're here to understand this as a state of consciousness, to learn how to use your consciousness to create the reality that you want. It's a learning place. It's a state of consciousness where you can learn to do the things that you're here for. That is essentially your purpose. Within that, there's the understanding that in order to really connect with that purpose, it's the acceptance that we are all one. We're all part of the same consciousness. So our environment is part of our consciousness, other people, and everything is part of our consciousness. And so therefore, it's very difficult to achieve your goals here at ego level if you are trying to get one up on people, if you're being dishonest, if you're trying to harm people to get ahead. All those things, they can lead to ego goals being achieved, financial and that type of thing. But in terms of your purpose, it's impossible to actually actualize yourself here and stay in alignment if you're not being kind, if you're not being loving, because you're only ever really talking to yourself, other aspects of yourself. So that's really, really important. So honesty is important, kindness is important. And also, finally, I'd say guilt and natural guilt. They're really important to understand as well. So unnatural guilt is the kind of guilt that you feel if you eat a bar of chocolate and you're trying to lose weight. If you're doing stuff that at ego level kind of, it's not that important, but actually you feel guilty from. That's unnatural guilt, and you shouldn't worry about that bar of chocolate. What you need to do is pay attention to natural guilt. Natural guilt is when you sense as though you're going to harm somebody, when you sense that something is harmful to the environment, to yourself, to other people. That's where you get that feeling of, oh, should I be doing this? And so that's where being dishonest, lying, trying to manipulate people, all those things, they bring up a natural sense of guilt. And if you feel that, then you're going against the alignment of your consciousness. Now, you could say alignment of your soul, but I think actually that you are the soul. It is who you are. So it's your own consciousness, it's your own self that you're going against. And if you're doing that, essentially what's going to happen is this reality is not going to flow for you. It's going to be harder work than it needs to be. So that's exactly why you need to be aligned with your context of why you're here, what this reality is, about kindness and guilt and natural guilt. Really, really important. So let's get into the second type of alignment so that you can begin to create your goals here. And the first thing you need to do is understand that you need to get in alignment with your broader self in order to achieve the goals that you want in a loving and cooperative way. So that's step one. The second one, again, think about the context. We're not dealing with a physical environment. We're dealing with a state of consciousness made from energy. And that's why you've got to really embrace this idea that everything you experience is energy. That's how you begin to create what you want. So your thoughts, the environment, the phone that I'm on here, the weather, the buildings I can see outside of my window here, everything is energy, everything is consciousness. And my thoughts have a very strong effect on the reality that I experience. So you need to get in alignment with your goals. Be very clear, this is what I want, this is what I want to achieve. Remember, those need to be in alignment with your broader self. So I really want this, and I really want to do it in a way that enhances everything for everybody. That's the fastest way that you can actually get the things that you want here at ego level. So accept the context, use your beliefs, your emotions, to build the energy so that you can begin to attract the version of that energy from physical reality. So if you want more money, imagine your bank account being full with a certain amount of money. If you want relationships to change, imagine that relation happening for the good of all. That's really important. So the next thing to do, and this is a really good tip, is you need to stay in the emotional state of the goal that you want to achieve. Okay, you need to stay in the emotional state of the goal that you want to achieve. So your emotions are like lighter fuel going on a fire. They will really explode and they will really drive energy into your creation. So you must be able to create energy. So if you want a particular event for the good of all and for yourself, you might imagine that event happening. Imagine other people smiling and being happy. Imagine you opening your bank account, seeing the money, doing things with it that you enjoy. And so what you need to do is to stay in alignment with that goal, is to stay in emotional alignment. You need to have a strong sense of what that feels like and maintain it 5-10 minutes a day, then let it go. It then goes out into the universe, and the universe does its thing. That's it. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay well, and stay healthy. All the best. Take care.